This video is set up in order to show you how to upload your homework assignments and the index file up to the server of cis.sinclair.edu by using FileZilla. So once I've connected, and you would have connected this prior to instructions on another location of the course. In this particular case, I'm making sure that I'm in my folder. I have already uploaded some information, but I'm going to be uploading some more information too, so you can see how to do that. This side of FileZilla happens to be the server that I'm on. This side of the FileZilla happens to be my computer and all of my files. So what I need to do is I need to navigate to the location of where my files are located at. And in mine, they are in my downloads area, and they're underneath a folder called CIS1350. And you will see that these are the files that are located on my computer. And what I'm going to do is I need to take these and put them over here on the server. And since I have modified, notice that this is modified on 817. What is on the server is 815. The file sizes also have changed. So because I made changes to this index file, I need to put them up on the server. Now, I also did an additional change. I added a image, and I'm going to go in here and show it to you. Notice that there's a Disney image. And if I look at the assets folder here on the server, notice that that Disney image is not there, but the other files are there. So I have a couple choices. One, I can drill into this area on the server and drill into this folder on my computer, and I can take this image, click on it, drag it, and drop it. And notice that it transferred on it, and it is now located on the server. So now these two match. The other option I could do would be to come back a subdirectory and just grab the entire image folder and drag and drop it, and notice that it will tell me that the files exist on the server. Do I want to overwrite them? And I'm going to go ahead and just say okay, and because I did not check this box that says always use the same action, it's going to ask me for each and every file. So be careful. If you want to do that, you can check that, and it will replace all of those images. So by clicking on the image folder, notice now that each one of these have a new date on there, meaning that they were replaced with what was on my computer. You can also do the same thing in reverse. If you happen to delete your files on the server, you could, in fact, actually connect, make sure that you go to the location of where the files were at, and you can grab the individual files and you can drag them back to your computer, therefore bringing the files back down to your computer, and you can modify those instead. So that is the image file. And if I go back, the index file still has not been replaced yet. Anytime that I make a change, I have to upload everything that has changed. So since that Disney image changed, I had to put it up on the server, and now I have to take this index file and I have to replace the index file that is here. And it automatically will update. Notice that the date has changed, and now they match the same size and everything. Now the next thing is that you will be uploading your homework assignments. Notice that everything here that I've got on the server supports this index file. I did not make any changes to the JS file folder or to the CSS file folder. The only changes that I made was to the assets folder. So now that I have made changes to the homework file, I need to make sure that that folder scheme is on this server. So if I were to take this HTML file and drag and drop it here, it is going to take all of the files that are underneath this HTML01. Now if I do that, that's perfectly fine, but what's going to happen is that if we take a look at this, notice that there are all of these extra folders under here that are also going to be moved up to the server. And if I look inside of each one of these file folders, notice that there are files, so all of those will also be uploaded. It's going to take quite a bit of time. So I don't really necessarily want to upload all of that stuff. So the way I can get around that is by, if I do an opposite mouse click or a right click, I can create a new file on the server. And I can call this HTML01 because that's the actual folder. It creates the folder. Oops, I created a file, not a folder. I'm going to go delete that and create a folder or directory. There we go. So there is the new folder. I'm going to get inside that. I'm going to get inside of that here. So the next thing I'm going to do is create a case 1 directory. So now I have a case 1. So now I can go into, or at this point, I can go into here, and now I can grab all these files and drag and drop them over here on the server. The other thing that I could have done is, and I'm going to delete this, and if you hit the 2 dots, it goes back 1 subdirectory, same thing on the server. So if I hit 2 dots here, so now that I've got this HTML1, if I happen to go into it again, since the case 1 is the folder that I need with all the stuff underneath of it, I could just grab this folder and drag and drop it. And now it is transferring all of the files that are located underneath the case 1 assignment. So if I go into the server now, here they all are. Now, remember, by doing that, I've got extra stuff. Like I did not need to upload the txt HTML. I did not need to upload this txt file or this file. The only thing I needed was the CSS folder, the images, and this index, this JTC index file right here. That's the only thing I really truly needed. So I could select these even though I uploaded them, and I can delete them. And now they're gone. In here, obviously I do need these because these support the index file. Same thing with the CSS. Now, at this point, I am technically done with uploading files to the server. Now I need to go check the assignment to make sure, or the index file, the main index file, to make sure that it is actually working. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up a new browser window. And you can use Firefox, you can use Edge, you can use Chrome, it doesn't matter. And I need to type in the address. So remember, the address is https:// and it's going to be cisplace.sinclair.edu. And it's going to be your area on your server and index.html. You don't necessarily need the index.html. Your browsers are coded to automatically find an index file, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. So when you hit enter, notice that it brings up the page. This is my page. Remember, this is the section that I edited, and I went ahead and I already linked, and if you hold your mouse over that at the bottom right hand side of the screen, it will tell you exactly where it is going. Notice that down here in this section right here, it will show you when you mouse over it where it's going to go. So if I click on this, it opens up a new tab, and with luck it should open up the file, and here is the URL. Notice that there is nothing on this file because I didn't put anything on it when I modified it. But what we'll do is we're going to say I made a mistake, and so I need to go back and fix it. So I need to go back to my VS Code. I'm going to go in here and make a change to the file. And I'm going to H2 hello world, and I'm going to save this. I've saved the file. Now I'm going to go back into FileZilla, and if I look at FileZilla, I'm going to go back here, come back into case 1, and now FileZilla has changed, And so what I need to do is to take this file, move it back up because I made a change. So now this has been transferred. I'm going to go close this and I'm going to reload this page to see if it does change. And notice that I cannot spell, but at least I was able to upload the file and now you see the assignment. So if it looks correct, you're done. If it doesn't, then you have to follow the same process. You have to go back into your code, go get your file, fix whatever is wrong, save it, come back to your FileZilla, upload it again to the server, and then go check it to see if the changes you made are correct. And that's how you would actually upload your assignments. Thank you.